Hey everyone, welcome back to Leadership Unveiled. My name is Kayla Fahey-Ahrndt, and today we're on day 8 of the 12 days of leadership. Thank you so much for being here. Today we're going to be talking about habits and leader standard work. But before we get started, I just want to say if you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit subscribe, smash the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any videos from me, and hit the thumbs up button. I am on a goal to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's just a personal goal of mine. And we're at 817, so we're doing very well. Share it with your friends, let your colleagues know. That would be most helpful to me. And if you're on the podcast app, awesome. Thank you so much for being there. If you're on Spotify, you should be able to see the video. If not, that's cool. Any other platform, I'm on there. So leave a rating or review if you haven't already. That helps me reach more people. So I know there's some of you who have listened who haven't left a review yet, so please help me out. That'd be great. All right, let's dive into habits. So I just came from dance class. You can tell I'm wearing a bun. If you're listening, let me describe. I'm wearing a bun, like a ballerina bun, and I have like my workout, like just my tank top and my workout shirt on. And so I take dance class once a week on Wednesdays at 8:45. It's an hour-long class, and I literally just got home, and it's like around 10 o'clock at night. And I'm normally in bed at 9 o'clock. So you can imagine where I love dance. It's tap and jazz. It's super fun. It's just a recreational league just for fun for me. And I promised myself that I was going to sign up this year because I always say, like, I wish I was dancing again because I danced for over a decade when I was growing up. So I did it. I signed up. But then Wednesday comes around, put the kids to bed. I get, dinner, everything's done. And it's like 8 o'clock and I'm like, okay, I'm just ready to chill. And normally I'm in bed by 9 because I get up pretty early. So if I have to be at class at 8:45, I'm leaving my house around 8:30 or so. And it's hard. Like there are some days when it feels like it'd be easier to just curl up in my bed and go to sleep. But I don't. I go. And the reason is because I told myself I'd sign up to do something that I love, something for me, right? And so when I don't want to go, I remind myself, how do you feel after you take class? And every time it's 100% like amazing. I love it. I get to talk with other women. I enjoy dancing and movement. Like I am most myself when I'm at class. Like there's probably no other time during the week when I feel and am acting most like me except for when I'm at dance. Like it's the best. And when the music comes on, I just feel amazing. So I tell myself, you want to be this type of person that follows through with what you say you're going to do and also do things for you this year, right? And so you signed up, you feel better after, go. Even though in the moment, it's just easier to crawl up in bed and go to sleep. So it's the same thing with our work. We overcomplicate things because we get in our heads, but really you think about your daily tasks or to-dos, the things you got to do weekly, the things you got to do monthly, they're just habits. So what is a habit? Basically, it's something that you do without really thinking about it. It becomes part of your identity. Are you somebody that brushes your teeth in the morning? I hope everybody listening is like, yes, Kayla, I do that. Okay, but do you think about it or do you just do it? It's part of who you are, right? Is being a dancer part of who I am? Well, sure, if it's a habit, right? If I have a habit of going to class every week, absolutely it is, right? So when we think about our work and what we've got to do every single day, are those things habits? And I want to say probably not right away, right? We have to be intentional if we want to create a new habit or break an old habit, right? So I have a leader standard workbook, and if I have any method that I could say this is my method, is leader standard work. That's what I'm known most for. So I have a template. I'll show a picture of it on the screen. Otherwise, I will link in the show notes and the description to the template. But essentially what it is a template of daily, weekly, and monthly tasks. And across the top, it has a day of the week. And you put your appointments, your meetings, your strategic goals, time blocks in there. And essentially what it is, it's a habit tracker. Every day you get to check off whether you did the thing or leave a blank or put a circle if you didn't do the thing, right? It's a habit tracker. So when you're trying to form new habits and be intentional about something or break old habits, you have to be intentional. So having a template where we can keep track and visually see, like, am I doing this or am I not doing this when I said I want to make that a habit, right? And then without judgment, we can say, okay, It's either working or it's not working, or something's working and something isn't working, right? So you can visually see, oh, I intended to be the person, the professional, the career person that checks in with my leaders every week, right? And if I did it, I'm like, great, okay, that's ingrained. It's a habit. It's something I do. It's something I know I need to do. It gives me valuable information. I feel like it's helpful, right? If I don't do it, then I say, okay, well, what's not working? What's getting in the way of that? What's a barrier to that? Is it a mindset thing? Is it just like I have too much on my schedule? Is it I need to think about like maybe a different day to do that? Like, what is it? And we don't know the reasons to these questions until we start actively, intentionally, visually reflecting on, are we doing these habits or are we not? So that's really what leader standard work is. So when I talk about leader standard work or I say leader standard work, people think like, oh, standard, we want to make everything the same. But no, actually standard means like the bar that you set for yourself. So of course, yes, standard. So we make it, streamlined and the same, but your standard work is unique to you and mine is unique to me. So you're not going to do the same activities that I'm going to do. You might do some of the same ones, but I'm going to have different ones because I have different habits, right? So to be an amazing professional, to have a wonderful career, to be a great leader, you have to be consistent. And when you have consistency every day, that becomes a habit. So the way that you think becomes the things you say become the things you do become the things you believe and you value. And that's what, when you are acting and doing the things you say you're going to do, then you feel in alignment. And that's how you know that you feel like you're in integrity, and that's what you stand for. So if you're not doing the things you say you care about, then we have a misalignment thing going on. And that's fine. You just notice it, and then you can adjust or course correct, right? So I want you to think about the habits that you need to develop for your work, for your career, for your life in order to flourish, right? Maybe it is getting in that workout every day, because in the moment it's hard. I want to stay in bed. I don't want to get up. It's easier to just like chill, have a slow morning, 10 minutes more of sleep. But you can remind yourself like, okay, afterwards I feel great and I have more energy throughout the entire day if I work out for 15 minutes than if I hit snooze for 15 minutes, right? Think about like, do I need to flourish? Maybe it really is a work specific thing. Like, okay, I'm feeling really out of integrity and misaligned because I'm behind on my emails. Okay, so what do you need to do to make it a habit and create space and intentionality for checking your email and following through? What would that look like? Okay, try it. Try that habit. Okay, every day this week, I'm going to try to check my email at 8:30 and 3 for a half an hour or an hour, whatever it is, right? I'm going to try that for a week. Okay, do I like this? Do I need to pivot it? Is it sustainable? Should I change it up? So that's what you need to be thinking about when you're thinking about forming habits or standard work for being a professional. So as we start to develop habits, we need to be making sure we're not starting to do too many things at once. Like I'll see people who are like, okay, I'm really burnt out, so I need to like revamp and change every single thing. No, that's going to be too overwhelming. So I just want to say, if you're wanting to try to develop something new or get rid of an old bad habit, just try one or two things at a time. Okay. So if it's like, okay, I need to improve my time management on a day-to-day basis, what does that look like in your standard work? What habits do you have throughout the day to keep you on track? Maybe it's stop scrolling online, right? So what can you do to prevent yourself from scrolling online? Can you put your phone somewhere else? Can you go on do not disturb mode? Try it for a week. See how it goes. See how you feel afterwards, and then document that. What did I win this week, right? I won some extra sanity. I didn't feel overwhelmed because I didn't check my phone, because then I actually got my work done, right? So try one or two things like that. I want to hear from you. What habits are you going to try to work on this week or get rid of in the coming weeks? So message me on Instagram at KFA Consulting or at the podcast at Leadership Unveiled, or just comment right here on Instagram or on YouTube and tell me in the comments, like, what habits do you want to work on? And it doesn't have to be right away, but maybe it's 2023, something you want to do differently to elevate your life, because you know if you do this, you're going to feel amazing and it's really going to benefit you in the long run. All right. If you want more resources on habits, I suggest You Are a Badass at Habits. I believe that's what it's called, by Jen Sincero. I love the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. And I also like the book The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Those 3 books are wonderful and have taught me the most about consistent daily small actions really exponentially change your life, and you will forever be changed if you just realize that you don't have to take massive action. It's just small steps every day, small little steps every single day. All right, everybody, take care. I hope this was helpful for you for day 8 of the 12 days of leadership. I will be here for tomorrow for day 9. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends, leave a rating or review. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.